Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. This is Crafty Fun with Friends, episode 97. Very, very excited to kick off the new year. This is going to be the first This or That Color of 2025. And this is actually a relatively new game that was introduced late last year, and it's been a lot of fun. We are playing, for folks who are aware, there are two versions of this game, and we are playing the easy version. So, welcome. At the moment, we are streaming out to two channels. My channel, I'm Lynn, LV Handcrafted, and we are also streaming out to Wendy's channel. So if you're watching from Wendy's channel, hello and welcome. Thanks, Kelly, for joining. And Crafting with Tracy, you're watching from Wendy's channel. Thank you. So I can see the live chat from wherever you are joining from. So I hope you'll say hello, and wherever you're chatting, you'll only be able to see the live chat from the channel that you're watching. So just keep that in mind, but I'm actually going to do my best to bring comments up on screen. That way we can sort of keep the conversation connected. So if you don't see a particular comment in the live chat you're watching from, it's probably coming from a different channel. So, oh, we're early, so let's also get this out of the way. If everybody could do me the favor of hitting the like button wherever you are watching from, and if you do also feel so inclined, maybe share the stream out to wherever you are social, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, etc. It really helps folks find us, and this is a really fun episode. Well, I say that every episode, but in particular, this is a really fun episode because there's a lot of chat engagement. And this particular game, there's quite a lot of interaction and with the live chat where you can actually control what happens to our on-screen guests. So I am quickly going to let each of my guests introduce themselves, and then we'll get into more about the rules of the game. So and you can see everybody's screen is a blank slate because there's no way to prepare for this game, so nobody has prepared anything. So first off, Wendy, welcome. This is your first Crafty Fun with Friends, right?
This is my first. I'm very excited to be here.
Yay! Welcome.
Yeah,
Well, tell
thank
folks a
you.
little bit about yourself and let them know where to find you as well.
Okay, so my name is Wendy and I live in Northern California with my husband and daughter, and we have a lot of dogs and chickens and a horse, and we live a very rural country life, which I think is something that's somewhat unique. Um, Especially for California living. And then I've been crafting since 2010. Well, I've been crafting my whole life, but I started stamping and card making in 2010. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. And now I'm on Crafty Fun with Friends. That's it.
Yay!
I'm sure there's many more details, but I won't bore anybody with those.
Awesome. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time with us and that we don't scare you off too much. This is an interesting one to join because it's can never control what's going to happen. Welcome. Next up, Jana. Hi, friend. Now, you've been on Crafty Fun before, but this is your first This or That Color, right?
Yes. Sorry for the banging in the background if you can hear it. They're building 3D printed thingies. I am Jana. I am in Mobile, Alabama. I have been crafting forever. I'm excited to be here today. This and that color. I'm just glad it's not the angry funky one. But maybe, I'll adventure into that sometime. This one always reminds me of those books we read as kids, the pick your own adventure books.
Yeah, a little bit, except other people are picking your adventure for
Yeah.
you. Welcome. And I hope I hope we don't scare you too much from this episode too. I always have to give that as a disclaimer because it's this is a fun one. You just play along and just go with it. But I think everybody will do great. Next up, last but not least, Sarah. Hi, friend. Welcome to the show, and tell folks a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah. I am from Massachusetts. This is, I think, my second time on this live. First time on this or that color. I have 2 Australian Shepherds, and I work as a medical laboratory scientist in a hospital. And I spend my time either sciencing or crafting.
Sciencing or crafting. Well, I love it. Thank you. Welcome. What a difference in your two worlds, but that's awesome. Kelly says, "Oh, Sarah, close to me. I'm in Maine."
Yay!
Awesome. All right. So, what is this or that color? So, for folks who are new to Crafty Fun with Friends, or specifically to this or that color, let me first tell you a little bit about how we play this game. And it'll be a little bit of a refresher because I just literally went over this 2 minutes ago with all of the on-screen guests. Basically, here's how we play. There's going to be 2 color palettes that you have to choose from. And if you're watching us live or if you're watching on the replay, feel free to craft along and share your makes with us as well. It's just fun sometimes to craft with different color combinations, which is what inspired this game. So the first color palette, I've actually picked that randomly. So I just ran a random number generator, and whatever number it was, that's the card that I pulled because I'm using the color cube and they are conveniently numbered 1 through 500. The second color combination, I want to thank my channel members because I put out a survey earlier in this week. From the survey responses, they made some selections that helped me narrow down to pick the second color combo. So big thanks to my channel members for helping to contribute to what we're going to be crafting with today. So when you play along, you only need to pick 3 colors from whichever color palette you choose. So first pick which color palette you like, then pick at a minimum 3 colors to craft with. And besides that, you can use other colors too. So this isn't really meant to be super restrictive. It's just a fun way to maybe work with some different colors that you don't often pick for yourself. Then as we play, there are things called monkey wrenches. So monkey wrenches are sabotages that you who are watching in the live chat can throw at the designers who are on screen crafting along. So this will only work in my live chat. So if you're watching from my channel, you'll be able to do this. Friends who are watching from Wendy's channel, you can, if you want to pop on over to my channel and throw a couple wrenches, you can definitely do that. But it won't actually. Oh, I see somebody's on top of their game here. Susan's already thrown one. So there we go. The first monkey wrench has been thrown. So all you have to do is type what Susan typed, which is the exclamation point throw wrench, and the monkey wrenches will accumulate. Now we're playing the easy version, so there's timeouts in place, so not everybody's monkey wrench will be counted. So I see a lot of throw wrenches, but Kendra's was the second one that actually counted. And so anytime there's a successful wrench thrown, you'll see my Streamlabs is counting for me, and you'll see the number of monkey wrenches thrown. If that number reaches a predetermined number in my brain, I'm not going to share the number. If it reaches a certain number, then it will unlock a global monkey wrench for everybody. So that's one thing. The second is that in my live chat, I will be setting up a poll. And when you see the poll pop into the live chat, there currently is not one. You will get to vote on which monkey wrench gets thrown at each crafter who's on screen today. And I'll just be picking them one by one, and you'll get to pick what that particular person will have to contend with. So, can I share my YouTube link? Oh, that's a good idea. Thanks, Kelly, for asking. I can, because I just actually sent this to Wendy. There you go. Oh, wait, no, that's not where. Okay, so here it is. On screen. So if you are watching from Wendy's channel, this is my channel. If you want to open a second window, don't leave Wendy's live stream. Continue to watch from there so that you can hang out with everybody who's there watching with you. But and I'll let you know when I've got the individual polls up, and that way you can just pop into my stream and vote, especially when it's time to vote on the monkey wrench for Wendy. I'm sure you're going to want to pop on over and get your vote in for that too. Okay, so that is sabotages. I am actually going to, a little bit later on in the chat, I'm going to try this out on this stream. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to set up a super chat goal. And if we meet the super chat goal, then that too will unlock a global monkey wrench. So more on that later. So let's actually see what our color palettes will be. So the first color palette is this one. It's 313, and it's got some really lovely burgundies, blush, hot pink, and tangerine. Tangerine is one that I would not have thrown into the pinks. So that's a pretty interesting palette. Not one that I would pick for myself. So one of the things I like about using the color cube. And color palette number 2 is this one, 473. And it's just lots of blues. So this is the one that my channel members directed me to, because they picked color box number 2, because the color cube comes in 2 different boxes. Winter, blues, and daytime and nighttime were about equal. So this is the best I could come up with that would fit those parameters that were on the survey. So designers, Wendy, Sarah, and Jana, go ahead and pick which palette and go ahead and gather your supplies. Folks in the live chat, what are your thoughts? You don't have to craft along, but which of these 2 palettes do you like? Let me know. Just put 313 or 473 in the live chat to let me know which one do you like. We got Elisa likes 313, Mary 313. Oh, a lot of votes for 313. Oh, I see Linda's got the first to get on board with the blue palette. Oh, good, Polly. See, okay, now we've got some blue fans coming in. Nice. I like blues, but there are too many. Hey, Susan, welcome. Okay, so those are our 2 color palettes. I'll keep them on my little screen here, but let me continue to explain the rules. So here are the monkey wrenches. So there are some craft-related monkey wrenches, and then there are some color-related monkey wrenches. So the first 3 on the craft-related side have timers on them. So no crafting for 2 minutes, only use one hand for 2 minutes, or tell us a story for 2 minutes. And if you can manage to tell a story while you craft, then you can continue to craft. Then there are things like you cannot do XYZ thing like die cutting or stamping, or that you must do XYZ thing like heat embossing and stenciling. And the last one is to use a particular theme, which I randomly, well, I guess it's not that random, but I picked the theme. Then there are the color related ones. And so it could be add a particular color, and it'll be my pick as to what color. It could be no neutrals, so you can use whatever colors you like. the 3 that are from the palette and any others, but you just can't use neutral colors. You have to use the full palette. So as you can see on these cards, there's 5 different colors. In the case of the blues, it's 5 shades of blue. And so you would have to pick 5 shades of blue and introduce 5 shades of blue on your card. The 4th color related one is that you can only use the color palette, so you cannot introduce any other colors. And the mashup is that if whatever color combination you've chosen, you actually have to go to the other combination that you did not choose, pick 2 colors from that palette, and introduce it to your card. So, so those are our monkey wrenches. And so let's check in with our crafters. Wendy, do you know? Oh, I see what Jana's using. She's she's going for 473. Oh, Wendy's going for 473 too. Sarah, what are you doing? Oh, Sarah went for 313. Oh, good. So at least we have some representation on all of them. I don't think we've ever had an episode where everybody chose the same palette. Hazel. Okay, so what is the throwing for? Okay, just to recap, if you're just tuning in, welcome and hello. Folks in my live chat are throwing monkey wrenches, and we are up to 17 thrown monkey wrenches. And what these are is it's a counter that can unlock a global monkey wrench that all of the on-screen crafters will have to contend with. And these are the possible monkey wrenches. So I've already picked, predetermined what this one will be. So if there are enough people who throw a monkey wrench, I have a secret number in my head that I'm looking for. If we reach that number, then it will unlock a global monkey wrench that all of the guests will have to contend with. So I hope that helps to answer your question. And so what I'll do is I'll continue. I'm not crafting. I'm just hanging out. So
can we start, Lynn?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And in fact, I think it might be better. There we go. So if you're crafting along, I'm going to keep the color palette on screen here so that you can see it. And that way, if you want, you don't have to, but feel free to craft along. And if you do craft and finish a card today, if you'd like to share it out to Crafty Fun with Friends on Facebook, then I can bring up what you've made before we end our stream. So I see a lot of monkey wrenches thrown. Hi, Brenda, welcome. And oh my gosh, we're already at 22. Awesome. Keep them coming. So Sarah, since you're the only one who picked 313, is this a palette that you normally would craft?
No, I'm not normally a pink person, but I knew exactly where these papers were because it's more of a muted pink, and I know where that is in my stash. And so that's why I chose that.
Okay, so I'm going to start the first poll. Oh, sorry, Sarah, in advance. Okay, I'm starting the first poll. And if you're watching from my chat, or pop on over to my chat just for a moment to vote on this poll, because your options, we're throwing a monkey wrench at Sarah. What are we gonna have Sarah do? Are we gonna put Sarah in a 2-minute timeout? Are we gonna say no pattern paper? Or are we going to have her mash up her color palette and have to introduce 2 colors from the blue palette into her current one? So just vote in the poll. tell a story. Tell a story isn't actually one of the options, Cheryl, but she's gonna be on timeout for 2 minutes, so she might, if that one wins, she might regale us with a story. We could maybe twist her arm. Wendy says, "Oh no, this might not work for Sarah." By the way, I picked these options for Sarah before we started. So
Okay. Do you mean I like pattern paper?
I do know that you like pattern paper.
That is horrible.
I did say sorry, right? Okay, so we are picking the monkey wrench for Sarah, and oh yeah, I forgot to set the timer for this. So I'm gonna start the timer now. Actually, give folks another few couple minutes. So folks, that's the timer to get your votes in. Sarah, do you want to know what's in the lead right now?
Sure.
Okay, so at the moment, I won't ask you what you don't want because I know you're not going to tell folks. But at the moment, mashup is winning. So
got it.
You might
What's
get to
mashup mean?
that she has to pick 2 colors from the palette that she did not choose to craft with.
Oh,
and add,
gosh.
Incorporate blue.
add it. Yeah, but blue's
Blue's
could
almost
work.
a neutral.
Yeah, I love it so much. It basically is for me. I thought they would go. I thought the chat would go for no pattern paper. That's a close second.
That's okay.
I think the chat's being very nice. You must have earned some goodwill.
Yay. I already glued some down, so if it's glued, it doesn't matter, right?
That's true. Is that why you...
Is she rushing?
Maybe. So we are playing with the nice rules, friends. So if it's glued down to the card, then she doesn't have to undo anything. Yeah, see, that's what Cheryl says. Crafters, you're smart to get as much done as possible before you get a monkey wrench.
I know, I picked a horrible technique.
Oh no. And you're fussy cutting?
Yes, I'm
Good.
I'm cutting a mask.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying. I picked something horrible to have a monkey wrench thrown at me.
I'll double check what I can't remember what I picked for your 3.
Oh no. Well, we don't have to discuss it.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
we won't. Okay, so that was the timer. I'm ending the poll. And so, Sarah, your monkey wrench is that you will need to mash up. So just pick 2 colors from the 473 color palette, which is basically blues. And you'll need to add that to your card. Monkey wrench for Jana. Okay, there's a vote for monkey wrench for Jana. So Jana, you're gonna be next up. And see, live chat controls quite a lot in this in this stream. Oh, okay, this is a good one. All right, so folks, I'm about to set up the poll. If you're here from Wendy's channel, just hang out for a little bit. You can vote on this poll. And then, you know what? I'll just do Wendy's poll right after we close this one out. And that way, if you're here on my channel voting, then just hang out and then you'll be able to vote for Wendy's monkey wrench. So Jana, here are the 3 I picked for you. Story time for 2 minutes. No coloring. And to strictly only use your color palette. So you cannot use any other colors. That includes neutrals. So, and folks, everybody on stream does know that this is just for fun. They don't mind if you like to be a little bit harsh with your votes because, you know, it's just part of the fun. So don't worry about hurting anyone's feelings. We joke about it quite a lot, but nobody minds. So don't worry. Plus Angry Monkey is where it gets really cutthroat. So, start the timer. Thank you, Janet. Thank you. Starting the timer.
Be gentle.
I know. It's scary.
My heart's pounding.
Let me see where it's at. Hold on, gotta get back to that minute. Do you want to know what's in the lead?
No.
Okay. Don't look at the chat.
I can't look at the chat. I'm like, my head is down. I'm going for it.
I know. Yeah, just keep. Yeah, that's true. Just keep going. And we'll see. There's a minute and 20 seconds ish left.
That's a long 2 minutes.
Right?
Can I see the blue palette again? Just so I can make sure I'm very blue.
The palette. Yeah. There you go. It's like a sky blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Wendy says Jana will have it colored before the. I think she sped things up when she heard. Did you, Jana?
Maybe.
She's like, I'm gonna do some speed coloring.
I'm going to tell everybody in this chat right now, if you don't allow me to color, I'm coming to your house.
Wow. Okay, that's a first.
You better watch yourself. We have a limit on nastiness. Our first time on the show.
You're so funny. Okay, folks. 20 or 18 seconds. You got this, Jana. I think she's almost done, folks. Although she has another thing stamped.
I do.
So I don't know.
Because I wasn't sure.
All right. Thus ends the poll, and with 50%, no coloring. Ooh, sorry.
Wretched.
Sorry. Okay, but let's wait. Hold on. Let's get the let's get a look though at this lovely.
So wait, no coloring for the rest of my thing, or no coloring for 2 minutes?
No coloring on your card. Since
oh my gosh.
Since
you
that
guys are so mean.
Since that didn't get glued onto your card.
She can't even use the thing she colored?
No.
Oh my gosh.
This is some brutalness.
Wendy's like, wait a second, I didn't.
Yeah,
what
like,
did
I didn't sign up for this.
What did I sign up for? Hey Jana, since we might not see that again, do you want to tell folks where that's from?
It's just like rubbing it in.
No, it's not to rub it in. It's just her coloring is so pretty, so I just want her to be able to show it.
It's from Cat Scrappiness from
it is cute.
Halloween.
Aww.
But I was gonna make it into a Valentine's card.
Oh, that would have been cute.
That's all right. Adapt and overcome.
That's right.
Look, these are already colored.
Okay. So, as promised, let me get Wendy's poll.
No.
It's gonna happen. At least you were last, so that gave
I can't
you
use any coloring. Oh my
gosh. That's horrible.
Jana, poor thing.
So mean.
Well, let's see. Plan B.
Plan B. Okay, you think about your plan B. All right, I have the poll started in my chat, folks. So this is for Wendy. What shall we throw at Wendy?
Coloring.
Should she have to use one hand for 2 minutes?
Oh my god.
Incorporate heat embossing onto her card? Or use the full color palette, which, by the way, the full color palette won't be too hard to do because it's blues.
Okay, I feel like you're taking it easy on me because I'm new.
Yeah, because heat embossing, come on.
Yeah, I could do all those things.
Yeah, but the full palette, I couldn't really control what the palettes would, which one you would prefer. So, you could probably manage just one hand at the moment, I think. So, yeah. Well, I did know that Sarah likes pattern paper, and I also knew that Jana colors really well. So yeah, I did I did do
So there,
that.
There were
so there's
personal
a
attacks.
benefit to you not knowing me that well yet. is what
Yes.
you're saying.
So I guess the lesson for everybody is it doesn't pay to know Lynn. Oh, set the timer. Thanks. Thanks. So sorry if you're friends with me. It's not paying off. And in fact, it's really not an advantage at all. Thank you everybody for the reminder to set the timer. You guys are good at keeping me. I only have one job here, and that's to like run the show. And let's see, where are we at here? So about a minute and 20 left. I see a lot. Where are we at on the monkey wrenches? Oh, 46 already. Good job throwing monkey wrenches, folks. All right. So, oh, Jana's got some ephemera as a plant. Oh, that works out nicely. That hit.
Thank you, not too shabby.
That fits your color palette so well. Okay, so Cheryl's tip to you, Wendy, is to get it glued so that
Get it glued.
She said, glue your project down, Wendy, so at least it's on your card.
My card base. I
Yeah.
don't have it. Oh.
She's like, I don't have a card base yet.
Yeah.
That's okay. You only have 30 minutes left. Do you
30
want to know?
minutes?
Or 30 seconds. Sorry for
Wow.
the poll to close.
Sorry.
So we'll know in about 17 seconds here what your fate will be.
What's winning?
Having to use one hand for 2 minutes.
Oh, that's annoying. That's going to be real annoying.
Ding, ding, ding. All right. So, kind of by a bit of a landslide, for 2 minutes, use only one hand. Don't start just yet. I have to reset the timer, and then I'll have the timer go. So, starting now. One hand. All right, let's watch this happen with one hand.
A lot of ink blended.
This is evil.
Well, she's done with her ink blending, but she's trying to remove her mask with one hand now. And it's on a sticky mat. So I think the sticky mat is probably helping.
No, it's not a stick. It's just paper.
Oh, at the bottom. Oh.
Yes. And I'm tearing my other mask,
Oh no.
and I need it to stay there.
Okay. Well, you only have, if you want to just wait it out, you have a
I stuck my
minute.
other hand in there.
You have a minute and 10 seconds.
I cannot tell you how hard it is not to stick your other hand in there.
Right, just to rescue. Oh. Alexis, was it only slightly evil? I was going for full on evil. She says Lynn had a slightly evil laugh there. Oh. Kendra says use your elbow.
Oh.
Wait a second. Does it say only one? It does say only one hand?
You need to reword some of these, Lynn.
It does. It says use one hand for 2 minutes. Oh, but she got the mask off. So.
Yeah, but now I gotta cut a mask and put it on
Oh, no.
because I didn't think this through.
Oh, that's okay. You only have 10 seconds. 9, 8,
Oh.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
Perfect.
You could now use both hands. Hey, by the way, Danny, this sounds delicious. Danny's having gyros, so she's gonna run, but she's She's having gyros for dinner. Yum.
Yum. That does sound good.
Florna says it doesn't say anything about elbows or chins. I think it would be hard to get your chin down there on your.
I mean, it would be difficult for sure.
Could that be the angry monkey version? Use other
I know.
body parts?
Exactly. I need to reword things for angry monkey version.
You probably have like a notebook next to you, all the ideas, just jot them down.
Okay, so we are at 54 monkey wrenches. So folks who are throwing monkey wrenches, that's to unlock the global. So there still might be a sabotage. Each of our on-screen guests have dealt with their personal sabotage. But if you're watching from my live chat, and you type exclamation point throw wrench, then it will unlock a sabotage that I have pre-selected for all of the guests. And I am going to set up a super chat goal, and this will be totally optional to do, because not everybody wants to spend the money, and that's totally okay. But it's a new feature. This game in particular has a fun goal that we can do, which is unlock. It'll be a spin the wheel. Spin the wheel for a global sabotage. So potentially there will be 3 sabotages if we meet the goal, the super chat goal. Again, this is only for folks who are watching from my channel. So, and it's totally optional to do, but if you would like, you can do a super chat, and if we hit the goal, then we will spin the wheel, and all of the on-screen guests will have to contend with a sabotage. But don't worry, you can still throw your wrenches, and that will unlock one as well. So it's all additional. Oh my gosh, Sarah's almost done with her card.
Oh, come on. No way.
Right? All you have to do is just glue it and you're done, Sarah?
I'm going to add a sentiment.
Okay. So close.
No, I'm just going to make sure I have all the colors. That's the only thing.
So we are at 60, and I'll let you all know 60 thrown monkey wrenches.
Wait, I thought that was over.
Nope. So if we get enough people throwing monkey wrenches, I have a secret number in my head, and it will unlock a global and I'll let the chat know you guys are pretty close, actually. And if we hit the super chat goal, that might be another one as well. But the super chat has a long way to go, so so it may not happen. Thank you, T, for the super chat. That's one of, I think, 10 that's needed. So we'll see if anyone else is interested in that. The goal does have a timer on it, so if you want to unlock that, then I think you have like 30 minutes to do it. Okay, but totally okay to just watch for free. Oh, somebody's username is Peter Pan. Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's my friend.
Oh, hi, Peter Pan. Welcome. Thanks for coming over to throw wrenches.
At Wendy.
At Wendy. Hi, Dawn. Dawn says good afternoon. I just tuned in and trying to figure out what this is all about. I'll get you caught up, Wendy, or sorry, Dawn. So we're playing this or that color. It's one of the different colors, or one of the different games that we play here on Crafty Fun with Friends. And it involves actually crafting with one of these two palettes. So each of my on-screen guests have picked one of the two palettes that you see on screen. And as they are crafting, there's the potential for monkey wrenches to get thrown at them, which are sabotages. And so at the moment, the exclamation point throw wrench like this, it's to unlock. Oh, and it just happened. Julie threw the monkey wrench that hit the secret number I had in my head. So, friends, we have the keep super chatting if you're inclined to, because that'll be a spin the wheel monkey wrench. But for this one, this is what you guys have to contend with. You have to emboss. So that means you have to add some either heat embossing or dry embossing to your
Doesn't
project.
matter that I already did that.
Oh my gosh, did you?
Yeah, the background panel.
Wow. Nice. Well, cross that off your list. You're all set.
Yay.
Okay, so Jana's picking out her. Oh, are those are old school. Wait, are those old school ones from Cuddlebug?
They are.
They are. I recognize them.
These are
Aw.
probably 15, 16, 17 years old,
Oh, wow.
but they're just some of
That's-
my favorites. I have a ton of them.
That's awesome. T says that was too easy.
Well, you better super chat in then and get us with something else.
There you go. Oh, Wendy, you're so sweet. I know you don't want the monkey wrenches, but that's so
I
sweet of
really
you.
don't.
It's so sweet of you to encourage the super chats. Thank you
More super
to.
chats, and then someone can stump me.
There you go. If you want to stump Sarah. So thank you, Shirley, for the super chat. Thank you to Kendra. Thanks. Kendra's played before, so she knows what it feels like to be in the hot seat. And Florna, thank you so much. She says thank you for doing this. It's so much fun. Oh, I'm glad you're having fun, because that's what Crafty Fun with Friends is all about. We know that all of these crafters are so talented, and so I try to remember to say this every time, but these games are not about making the absolute most beautiful card. They are just about having some fun. And if you're crafting along, I hope that one of these two palettes is maybe new and intriguing to you, and that you'll share what you make. Thank you to Mary for super chatting. We're halfway there. And I don't know how much time is left. There's about 23 more minutes to hit the goal. So we'll see where that's at. And it will not hurt my feelings if we don't hit the goal, by the way, folks. It's just something to do for fun.
Oh, 16.
Cece says, I tried to super chat, but I don't know my password. Don't worry. I'll count it towards the goal, because it's the thought that counts. So we're at 5 out of 10 officially. If we do hit 9 out of 10, then I'll unlock the super chat. And so let's take a peek at. Oh, that's so pretty, Sarah. What did you use for your card?
So I pivoted from that pattern paper to another pattern paper. So I used Opulent Blooms from Unity Stamp Company, which has blues, pinks,
Oh, pretty.
burgundies in them, some greens, and then like a muted pink, and then like a 3D topper. And then this was a sentiment from, I think, Altenew.
Okay, so let's look. Did you use the orange at all in your palette? From this
I
palette?
don't know if that counts, but not really.
Oh,
I can use orange.
No, you don't have to. I'm just trying to count if you got all three, but I think you do. You kind of have those top three.
I have
Right.
the pink. I have
Yeah.
like the burgundy is in the
Yeah.
flower. I have a dark blue, lighter blues,
Yep.
middle
Okay.
blue.
You got 2 blues. All right. I think you're good. Kendra says, gorgeous paper, Sarah. Yeah. Mary says, love that card. Thank you, Judy, for the super chat. You got us to 6 out of, we said 9. And I think Elisa said she's having trouble with getting the payment to work. So it's the thought that counts. So I'll bring it down to 8. So we're at 6 of 8. Because really, it's not, for me, too much about the money, really. It's just kind of fun to do. It's another feature to try to use. And the reality is that I hope if you're watching other creators here on YouTube and they use this feature, I hope that at least this kind of introduces it to our community a little bit. And I watch a lot of other live streamers, but not in the crafty space. And super chats and gifted memberships, they happen a lot, but I don't see it too much in the crafty community. So
Same. I'm just gonna pipe in real quick, Lynn. I
Yeah.
agree with you so much. Like I see it all the time in other communities, and I wish that it happened a little more often for crafters because our content takes so much time to prepare and the things that we do, and it just, I don't know, it's just such a nice, you know what makes me think of? It makes me think of like if you were to take me to coffee or take you to coffee.
Right.
Like that's, it's almost like that, the equivalent of that, like here's a coffee on me type thing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And it's one of those things that here's what I think. Okay, so folks, okay. I was trying to not get into this, but I watch a lot of. I watch a lot
Sorry.
of no, I get a little personal on these streams. I think I revealed too much. I watch a lot of LawTube, so it's lawyers who give commentary on legal proceedings and live court trials, and it's absolutely redonkulous how much money those lawyers make. And a lot of times they are practicing lawyers who make good money already.
I know.
So I'm just like, are you serious? They have people, oh, thank you, Norma, for the super chat. And so they have people who are like throwing, don't anyone do this. I don't want anyone who's not in a position to do it just for the sake of me doing it. This isn't a plea for super chats, but I'm just saying, to what Wendy was talking about, other communities, it's so different. They're throwing around $50 super chats, $100 super chats, 50 gifted memberships, all of the things. And the thing is that in those communities, it's so prevalent and it happens, so you see it more often. And our community, I think crafters and other streamers, we're just doing it to share our love of crafting. And we're not really doing it for the money per se, even though some of us are trying to make money at this.
I was about to say, girl, you might be speaking for yourself, but I do this for a living. This is what I do for a living.
Yes. So some folks do this for a living, like Wendy. Some folks like me would love to do this for a living, but I don't get supported enough to do this as a living because I can't live off of what.
Right. And I should say that the only reason I can do it for a living is because I have a husband who has a stable job and provides all those things. If he didn't, that I wouldn't be able to. So I mean, he provides our health insurance and, all the things that you have to. So, yes, it's because of him that I can do it.
That's awesome. And we love that your husband enables you to be a part of our community in this way. So big thank you to Wendy's husband. Kelly says I watch a Kelly says I watch a lot of LawTube also.
Me too.
Yay. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Law and Crime Network. That's a favorite.
Yeah. So here's the thing though. I think this is why. Just to, and then I'll stop talking about this, folks. And I do see that we hit the 8 out of 10 goals. So thank you. I think the reason is because crafting as a hobby is expensive. So because our audience is other crafters, you know, every $2 that, you know, they you know, spend on us, I guess, as creators, you know, that's money that they could be spending on a stamp set.
Exactly.
So I do kind of understand that that's, you know, a thing that can happen. And I'm getting calls to spin the wheel, so I'm gonna spin the wheel. All right, friends. So let's see. I have all but the time related sabotages here. And so all of our crafters must use a stencil.
Oh, for crying out loud. What in the world?
So please add some stenciling to your project. That reaction was just too perfect.
You guys are killing me.
Jana.
I can't color. Wait, I can't color my stencil.
No, you just can't do like coloring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can use like inking techniques and stuff like that. Just you can't use like a marker to color.
Okay.
Jana was like, how am I supposed to make a card with all these handicaps?
Well, we don't have to do it right this second, right? We can just have to incorporate it.
Yep, anytime you're ready. So big thank you to T for making that last sabotage happen. Florna, thank you. Kendra, thank you. Shirley, thank you. Mary, Judy, Norma, Christy, Christine. So everybody who super chatted, big thanks, really appreciate it. And big thanks also to the folks who tried but couldn't due to whatever technical difficulties, which that's YouTube for you. Oh, Judy says I appreciate everyone all the time and talent from everyone. Cheryl says Wendy is awesome with her commentary.
I got the gift of gab, Cheryl. That's about the only gift I got, but I got it.
Oh.
Well, it's clearly not true. See that's gorgeous coloring happening right now. Janet says, Wendy, I would stencil clouds in the sky.
Oh, girl, I was one step ahead of you. I was already thinking something's gonna have to happen with this sky or this ground or something because.
Yep. Elisa says some white stars in the sky could happen too. Dawn said you can always stencil the inside if you like the look of the outside of your card already. That's a good tip.
Some of these people might attend some other crafty game shows and be getting some ideas from there.
Yep. Love it. We can throw some love for craft roulette if that's what
that's what I was referring to, because she's definitely the queen of coming up with sneaky ways to get things in. That am I too far away? Can I zoom?
Well, whether or not you can, I don't know. But you're welcome to if you'd like. But I've got you on the big screen, so folks can see.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if I just looked up at this is the first time I've looked up. And I just looked over and realized that
Well, it's good
maybe-
strategy to focus on your card for this game.
Yeah, no kidding.
Get as much done as possible. Okay, so Jana's got her stencil all done.
Oh, yeah. It didn't
Wait,
work.
what happened to that other panel?
It didn't work.
Oh,
That's all right.
Jana's over there overachieving, getting her stencil done already.
I think Sarah's
I'm gonna,
onto a
take
second
on
card.
Yes, I am.
No way! You gotta be kidding me! Second card.
Wendy's like, no fair.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you did a more difficult technique.
that's true. I've
Yeah.
learned my lesson.
I know, masking. Oh my gosh,
There we go.
You're
Stenciling
nut.
done.
there you go.
You didn't say how much.
No, that's pretty.
I have such a mess to clean up.
It's looking good. Which panel was embossed?
Me?
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, that's pretty.
Man, Lynn's checking on you.
Oh yeah, of course. I got a grade. Yeah,
Make sure we're all following the rules.
that's right.
Yeah.
I really only have one job to do, so I should try to do it as well as I can.
I was pretty impressed the other day, though, Lynn, that you finished 3 cards.
Right. I mean, I really had to hustle, but it also helped that I prepared everything. Like
But you
everything.
finished 3 cards live.
Mhm. Well, you know, when I do, so we do that hop, the KCC live stream hop like that, and here's the only way I can manage to actually finish 3 cards in 30 minutes live. First, I prepare everything and cut everything, and then I have to, you know how surgeons they kind of mentally prepare, like they mentally do the surgery in their heads as preparation. I have to mentally make my card in my head so that I know exactly what order to do things in. Because sometimes, you know, when you're putting a card together, you kind of have to do things in a certain order. And so I like mentally play it through in my head to make sure that I know what I'm doing and what order it needs to get done in. Because as much as possible, I have to be able to craft without thinking so that I can talk about the Kendra's card challenge, because the whole point of the live stream hop is to teach people about the card challenge. So I need to be able to do one thing without thinking in order to concentrate on doing the other thing. So when we reach the number of wrenches Lynn is thinking of, yes. Oh, thanks. Was there a question? Oh yeah. Thanks so much. What is the deal with all the wrench throwing? Yes. And we have reached that number, so I think people are just throwing monkey wrenches for fun. Just to give folks some context. So when we played Angry Monkey version, we're up to at the moment 89 monkey wrenches. When we played Angry Monkey, it was over 350 monkey wrenches were thrown.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and it just kept unlocking more sabotages. So they just kept coming.
And T had to redo an entire card.
T had to do her background, I think, at least 3 times.
Is that the one where Meg couldn't color?
Yep, Meg couldn't color. Somebody did their homework. Adelaide says, love the stripes, Sarah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Angry Monkey, we will be playing Angry Monkey again. It's
Not with
already...
me.
Oh, come now.
No way.
We can't twist your arm.
Mm-mm. You're probably not going to want me back after this. You're going to be like, that girl was too crazy.
No. Everybody is welcome back. I think it's more whether you all want to come back. um, do these ladies make these cards for fun, or are they? Oh, well, that's a good question. So Lupo's Carvings and Crafts would like to know, guests on screen, do you just make cards for fun, or do you actually sell your cards?
Just for fun.
Just for fun. Though my best friend always offers money because she feels like she should. But
Aw,
other than that,
That's a good friend right there.
that is a good friend.
I don't know how to answer that question. I don't sell my cards. I do this because I love it, but I also do it for a living. So I have like design team commitments, and like there's times I have to use certain products and stuff like that. I don't know if that is really the question, but I'm trying to
No,
I'm trying to
I
answer
think
it
it's
the best.
I think it's more like selling your card at like a craft fair or
Yeah, no. I couldn't sell a card for enough money to make it
worth,
worth the time that you spend creating them, so
and the product that goes into it
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. You'd have
But
to
good,
sell a card for $25 or $30 for it to really be a profitable thing.
yeah. Good question though. I like it. If you do have questions,
Yeah,
folks,
that's
don't
great.
hesitate to drop them in. And if I miss it, just ask again, okay? And scream, put the word question in all caps. You can yell at me.
This dog's whole leg.
When you're coloring.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good thing they let you color.
Oh,
Cheryl says, "Can you?" Yeah, can you put the link to Angry Monkey? That has been. I've set the date for that, and the guest list, but I haven't scheduled it yet. And so there's only a link once I schedule it, and I believe that episode is in April. The Angry Monkey version. So no link as of yet. The best way to know, folks, is if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, then you'll get alerted. Oh yeah, so Lupo's Cravings and Crafts says, I see some folks selling handmade cards at the craft show, but mainly only at Christmas shows. You know what I've heard, and this was, Danny's not here anymore. Danny just started to sell at craft fairs, and I interviewed her for one of my Meet the Designers live streams, and she said that it's kind of common that the fall craft shows tend to do better, I think because Christmas cards are big. That's like when people are shopping Christmas.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like Christmas cards and gifts and things like that tend to do really well.
It's been many years since I did a craft show, fair.
I'm assuming springtime would be like more weddings kind of cards or
Easter
babies?
Maybe also.
Oh,
weddings. Yeah, you're right. I think weddings, babies, Easter. Yeah, it's tough because it's not like the holidays. Everybody kind of does something for the holidays, I think.
I also think it depends on where you live in the country, because like in California, what I found is we are an extremely outdoorsy state because we can be outside all year. So I like our craft fairs, I feel like are not well attended. And yeah, and that is dirty. Did you guys see that? R21 did me dirty. Have you ever had that
splattered?
happen?
No,
Yep.
what happened?
Yes, where, have you ever had that happen with a Copic where it'll like drip out a blob?
Oh no.
It just did that on my kitty cat ear.
Oh.
Now I got a pink head on my cat.
But at least it's a light color.
I know, I'm gonna try to doctor it up here.
But I kind of feel like Olos are way worse at it.
That's what I've heard. I don't have any Olos, but I have heard that, well, now this cat looks like it's part of her hair. Dang it. Oh well, no. I don't care. I'm just coloring this thing. I ain't even gonna blend colors.
Oh gosh.
That's a dark chocolate cat Look at
That's
that.
a dark chocolate cat. Okay, so Cheryl, I didn't understand your question earlier, and I'm seeing it late now, but here is, I just popped into my chat. That's the link to, I think that's the right episode. That's the link to Angry Monkey, the previous episode. We've only played it the one time. Chrissy says, is Angry Monkey, yeah, that's the one where even if it's on your card, even if it's glued down, it's not safe. Lots of folks who donate their cards. That's really awesome. And for anyone who is interested, I do have playlists on my channel of all of Crafty Fun episodes. So you can always see it from there. But then I also have like each game has its own playlist too. So this or that color has all of them collected on a single playlist. We also play Pick, Skip, or Craft, Mystery Craft Along. So those are all in one. Each has their own playlist. If you're ever wanting to watch more episodes where it's the same game. Amy says, yes, my Olos do that all the time. Yeah,
that's what I've heard. I would have a meltdown because you see how slow I am at coloring to begin with. So to have it then get wrecked because of something dripping like that, I would really be upset.
Would you consider that slow? Because it would have taken me way longer.
I feel like it takes me forever.
Oh, that's fast.
Okay.
Relative to me, because
well, I didn't do a lot of blending and detail either. I just kind of like with most of it, I just kind of colored it in,
Yeah.
So maybe that's why it was faster theming. I don't know.
Okay. T says you could never get your money and time on most handmade items. Yeah,
exactly. Yep. That is true.
Deborah says, hi, Wendy.
Is that my Miss Deborah?
Deborah Walker?
It is. Hi, Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah used to be an assistant of mine when I did things differently back in my class days.
Aww.
She was my helper.
That's awesome. Oh, here comes the stencil, folks.
Yep.
Okay, so Jana's done with her card, so now she's gonna color again now that she's allowed. Lupo says, what is an Olo? It's a Olo is a different brand of alcohol marker. So they are, yeah, Mary, we hit all of the monkey wrench goals that we're gonna hit. So we're done with the sabotages. The throw wrench, monkey wrench was to add some type of embossing. So Jana she did dry embossing, and Sarah she had already dry embossed a panel. I don't know that Wendy has done her embossing yet.
No.
So she's still gotta contend with that.
I'm telling you, I'm behind here.
But you are getting your stenciling, and that was the sabotage from hitting the super chat goal. So
yes, I'm getting it in. Nobody's gonna be able to say I didn't follow the rules.
Well, I tend to break a lot of rules myself, so it's okay. We lost your camera though, Wendy, just FYI. She said it and then she bounced.
She had enough. She's like, it's over.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make this background panel work and I don't like it.
So you're just going to cover it?
Well, that's the stenciling part. I don't know.
Oh, there I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, we can see you again. Oh, that was weird.
Okay. Because my child called me, even though I have it on Do Not Disturb on
Yeah,
my, she's
yeah.
like an emergency contact, so because of that, it goes through anyway, even though I told her I was going to be doing this. You know, she's 16. Can anybody relate?
Oh,
Aww.
16-year-olds, they don't really care what you have going on. Basically, it's not their problem.
You're like, oh, Cece. So Cece posted a card. This is sweet. She's got. She used the blue palette.
Aww,
Hope your day is as
that's
sweet
pretty.
as you are.
She did a great job.
Yeah, is that pattern paper, Cece, or is that stenciling? No, wait, there's words. I gotta get my face like right up to my screen to see. There's actually there's. Oh wait, hold on. I can do this. Duh, I can just zoom in. See, there's actual lettering.
Oh, did she do the kiss technique where you like, or
I'm
is
not
it
sure.
just
I'm not sure. I don't know if it's pattern paper and it just came like that.
Oh, it's pattern paper, she says.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Well, it's lovely.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot of detail in that pattern paper. Oh, this is. Now I'm just browsing our group. So folks who don't know, if you would like, everybody is welcomed to join my Facebook group. It's Crafty Fun with Friends of LV Handcrafted. And there's the link if you're watching from Wendy's channel. And if you do join, though, please scroll all the way down and accept the group rules. So read them and accept them. We do look for that when we let new members join. So beautiful card, Cece.
does dog hair count as embellishment?
It's good texture. Oh, this is so funny. People are commenting on 16. It's everything's like an emergency to them.
It's true. I mean, she had to call me 2 times for it to go through to my phone because when you have the Do Not Disturb turned on, the first time somebody calls, if they're set as an emergency contact, it won't go through. But if they call a second time, it will. So that means she had to call 2 times and then she texted me twice.
Oh my gosh.
All to let me know that she's going to go to the feed store and take her dog.
Well, that's good. She wants you to know her whereabouts.
It is, but I mean, you would think that the house was on fire sometimes. Like, leave me a note. Like, that's what we had to do in the old days, right? Leave a note for our moms.
Leave a note. Yeah. But then you would get in trouble if they didn't see the note, even if you left it. So, not saying that I know that from personal experience or anything, but I'm just saying it happens. And Cece says, I didn't even notice the words on the paper. Yeah, when you zoom in, you can really see them. It's really pretty. I like the details. Barbara says, 8 a.m. working on my very first Kendra's card challenge. Yay, got all my 6x6 pattern paper, cardstock cut, and 5 cards done. Dang, you're making your way through.
Oh, Lynn.
Yeah.
You need to, these are all my leftover diamond dots.
Oh my gosh.
They make fantastic little blingy embellishments.
Girl, you got a lot.
Well, I started when I had back surgery, so
Mm.
Oh, what kind of back surgery did you have?
I had a fusion and then a rod and 4 screws put in, and then 6 months later they went back, undid it, and redid it.
Oh
Oh.
gosh.
Ooh.
I didn't know they had to redo it.
Yeah,
Oh.
Did you
and I
have an
still can't feel my leg.
Did you have an accident?
No, I'm old, and I rolled over in bed, and my back went pop, and I was like, "Oh, that wasn't good." And
Girl, we
that's what
don't
it
need
was.
this. No sound effects. That's
The disc popped out and smashed the nerve.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that was it. Just getting
So
old.
I was asking because I also have a spinal fusion, so that's why I asked.
Inks.
I'm fused from T12 to L2, so right in the middle of my back.
So that means they don't bend?
Correct, but that works good where I'm fused because it's your least mobile vertebrae anyway. So, it actually turned out great. Mine was a horseback riding accident though.
Oh.
Yeah. I shattered my L1, so they had to
Yikes.
put on
Oh.
my they had to take bone from my hip and they fused it into my spine, and then they put 2 rods and screws on each side to hold it open so that that vertebrae could like regrow itself basically.
Wow.
But yeah.
Wow. See, now you're going to reinstall my fear of horses because we just talked about this the other day. um because they're so big, horses.
Well,
And
my accident was my fault. It wasn't the horse's fault. I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing. So, I don't know if that helps.
I don't know. Cuz I went horseback riding with friends, and it probably wasn't my first choice of activities to do, but they're like, "Oh, you'll be fine." So I went with them, and I guess I was telling this on stream, but it was a member only stream, I think. So you all may or may not know the story. I can't remember if I've told it, but I must have looked terrified because the person running, the horseback riding activity, was like, is this your first time?" And I was like, yes. And I was like, I'm kind of nervous. And he was like, okay, don't worry. We have Bob here, or whatever the horse's name was. I don't remember. He's about to retire.
Oh.
So he's not going to run off. He's going to take it real slow. You'll be just fine. So they put me on like their oldest horse, who's it's probably done with the job, and and it was fine, but I was scared.
Well,
But
yeah, you shouldn't just be scared of them. Don't be scared of them. My situation was 100% caused by me. So I was riding. I hadn't ridden in a year, and I was riding somebody else's horse that hadn't been ridden in 3 months. And it was a working cow horse, and we were out in the middle of 80 acres gathering cattle. So,
oh my
and
gosh.
it started bucking, and I went off, landed on my tailbone, compressed my spine, and shattered my vertebrae.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
CC says I've had spinal fusion in both neck and lower back.
Ooh.
And then another CC said I had a DEXA scan done Thursday. They went to scan the lumbar region, but mine is fused. Technician insisted on scanning it anyhow and said, "Gosh, you do have a lot of hardware." Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, you guys are not helping me. Elisa says, I had a horse run me into a low-hanging tree limb to get me off his back. It worked. Oh, she fell off. Oh my gosh, so many people have had horse accidents. Dawn says, I've had a couple of horse incidents. Still love horses. Well, I would love
Most
to hit, like,
most horse accidents are as a result of people not doing what they should be doing. It's rarely just because the horse did something mean.
well, the ones that are for the horse riding kind of like activities, they're trained for that. So
Yeah.
yeah, they're
I mean,
used to it.
something could still happen with those, but it's definitely less common.
Oh, I see a
The
UV.
Electric fence? Ooh. Sorry.
At the
Every
end of the
detail's
day,
coming.
you're still getting on an animal that's got a brain the size of a walnut that's 1,200 plus pounds and trusting it. So there's that.
Well, I wish I had a cool story instead of just rolling over in bed.
You can use mine. You can just pretend and you can use my story. I don't know that mine's cool, but it's definitely eventful.
Jana, tell us what you're doing with your resin there.
Well, my little zombie dude has a button on his eye. And so I put some UV resin on there to make it look like a real button.
Oh,
Aww.
So it'll be shiny and plasticky.
nice.
I love UV resin.
That's awesome. And it'll be faster than waiting for like a glossy accent or
Glossy.
something to dry.
Yeah, I had pulled out, I have the this Dimensional Magic.
Oh, Mod Podge makes a thing like that too? Oh,
Yep.
I didn't know that.
It's a 3D Dimensional Magic 3D accent. But it takes forever to dry.
Yeah. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
I'm giggling at Barbara's comment because we also had a Shetland pony when we were kids. Have any of you guys ever seen the movie Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken?
Yes.
Okay. So it's set in the 20s. First of all, it's a heartwarming movie. If you are looking for like a really good family friendly fun movie to watch, I 10 out of 10 recommend it. And
Wait, what's it called again?
Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken.
Okay.
And it's about this gal who rides horses in the circus, and it's set in like the 20s. Anyway, it's really cute. Oh, look at that. Look at the eyeball.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's so cool. Anyway, in one of the scenes of this movie, they run this horse in circles, and then the gal jumps from this thing onto the horse's back as it's running by. So we had this Shetland pony when we were kids, and we decided that we wanted to be like Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken with this pony. So we set up a 5-gallon bucket, me and my cousins and my sister, and loped and ran this pony in circles and tried to jump on its back. But it would only go to the left because we rescued it from a farm that did like the pony rides. So if you tried to make it go to the right, it would buck.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is 80s, 90s kids, right? We're totally unmonitored. Nobody cared what we were doing. And jumping on this horse's poor back as it ran by.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
The things of childhood.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. The coolest ponies, by the way, I like Barbara said, I've never met a nice Shetland pony.
That is 100% accurate. They are butts.
But when my husband and I went to Iceland, their little ponies there or horses, they're just smaller. I don't know what breed or whatever they are, but
They're
they are
probably Icelandic ponies. They are small.
yeah, they are so cute and fun. we were just stopping by a place, and I think it was like a hotel or something in the middle of the city, and they just had like a small little yard or pasture kind of in the back, and there were like ponies just or horses, Icelandic horses, ponies just hanging out, and they let me feed them and pet them and take
Aw.
oodles of photos. Yeah. Because they have so many wild horses, and
Yeah.
I mean, not to offend anyone, but like horses, you can find horse on the menu at restaurants because
I know. It's
they
a very popular dish in Europe in general, I think.
oh, in general in Europe, I did not know
I think
that.
so. It's like a delicacy.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just different. Whatever farm life, agriculture, ecosystem is
Right.
prevalent. So I can't judge, but it's different for sure to see on the menu. I was like, oh, interesting.
My in-laws lived in Germany for a while, and I think they went, I can't remember where they went, that they ate horse. And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, see, there's like, yeah, a lot of people are like, ew, gross, can't do that. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gross. Yeah. I mean, that's just what they have. So,
Yeah,
and
it's the culture and
yeah, and if you are an island, and
and
you
that's
have
what you have for me.
and that's what you have on the island. Yeah, that's kind of what you kind of have to you could do. So but yeah, so I think everybody has just about wrapped up their cards, I believe. So Sarah, you've popped up into the big screen. So I'm gonna have here's Sarah's Instagram link. So she is a paper moment on Instagram. And Sarah, do you want to show us your cards, both of your cards, close up, and let folks know if you have anything coming up that you would like to promote? Please take a moment and promote yourself.
Sure. So this is the first card I made, and my monkey wrench was to incorporate colors from both palettes. So I have like the pinks, like burgundies, lighter blues, darker blues. I try to do that with the enamel dots too. And in the back is an embossed panel, a dry embossed panel. So that was the first one. It's like a 3D topper.
Oh, nice. Pretty.
And then the second one, wraps off of it. I just decided to do strips of color. So the 3 different of the blues, and then I did the orange this time and the pink.
Oh,
And
nice.
this is like burgundy ink, but since I didn't use white, kind of doesn't look like it. And then just the different flowers. And it's stenciled in the background. This is dry embossed.
Oh, wow. Look at that. You actually use all the parameters on your second card, too. Very cool. I thought you were just crafting for fun.
No, I was trying to do it, all of it.
Nice.
Yep. And then, let's see, what do I have going on? I don't know if anyone knows, but Lynn knows, I'm on the Artistry design team. So every month this quarter, twice a month, we have projects that we submit and gets posted to the Artistry blog and socials. If you don't know what that is, it's a company that does sublimation ink, and you can use like your regular stamps and crafty supplies to do sublimation projects. There we go. Here's one. So I used a Unity Stamp Company stamp,
pretty.
and this is sublimated onto a tag.
Awesome.
And it's permanent. And then also in February, we have the Masterclass series, Masculine Makes, on Lynn's website.
Yay.
And I am teaching 2 classes. One is on geometric designs, and one is called Muted Doesn't Mean Boring. So going over how like more muted or desaturated colors can be used in your card making. And
That's
hold on. They're all behind me. But like, we're gonna do a ton of different techniques, but just a couple examples would be like, I'm gonna show you how to do something like that or something like this. So there's gonna be a lot of
pretty.
different examples. And if you sign up for that masterclass series, you'll get to see me, Lynn's teaching, Meg, and T is also teaching a class.
Yep. So, folks, on that, I asked Sarah to send me her link. So, this is her affiliate link. If anyone is interested in the masterclass series, probably your best value for money is to pick up a mystery box. It sells for $95. It's de-stash goodies from all of the instructors, and included is the all access pass to all 5 masterclass for free. So the masterclasses, all 5 of them collectively value $175. And so you're going to get that for free with the mystery box goodies, which does include physical craft goodies valued at over $200. And again, you're getting all of that for $95. So if you want to purchase it, then you can purchase it with this link. And that way, Sarah gets an affiliate commission with that purchase. So for anyone who's interested, you can check that out on my website. And otherwise, you can pick up and enroll in the classes individually if you would like, if your budget doesn't stretch to cover that. And that way you can just buy the class that you're most interested in learning from. And all of that's on my website too. So thanks, Sarah. It's great having you as an instructor at the Masterclass series, but love your cards today. And folks, if you are not already following Sarah, here on screen is her link to her Instagram where she shares most of all of her projects. So she is a paper moment on Instagram. Do you share elsewhere too? Are you doing videos? Have you gotten into videos yet?
Not yet. I've been focusing on all the masterclass videos and getting them done. I have some reels that I work on, and I have some artistry reels in my bank that I haven't released yet, but it's mostly Instagram.
Okay, so that's the best place to follow Sarah. So I hope you'll pop on over and give her a little follow. All right, Jana. Oh, look at that! Wow, you've got some nice calligraphy brush lettering. Dang, girl. Jana, remind folks where they can find you. Give us a close-up look at your card too, if you would. And also, if you have stuff coming up or anything you'd like to promote, please take a moment to promote yourself. I have your Instagram link up on screen, but where else can folks find you?
I am also on YouTube and Facebook and Pinterest, but not Tickety Talk. Mostly YouTube and Instagram. And I am J. Marie Designed on all the socials. And so this is the one I started with until I couldn't color. So we switched gears and we pulled out some ephemera from Not Too Shabby Shop that just happened to match all of the colors.
Yeah.
So this is the Frosted Bliss, and it had the dark colors as well. So here is my card, and it has a little tag that pulls out. It says "Just Because," and my dry embossing is right here. Let me let the dog in.
No, poor thing.
Come on, nut job. And I added some little bling that are actually leftover diamond dots.
Oh, look at the pocket for the
And
bookmark.
the pocket is from the die set from Sarah Liz from Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
And it has this one that has these 2 little angled panels. And that's what I did. And I just left it open.
Nice.
My stenciling is on the inside, my little stars and some more ephemera, and it says, "I am grateful for you." And then my little tag here says, "Just because."
Aw, that's awesome.
But it could be a bookmark too.
Yeah, I was thinking that would be a great bookmark.
And there's my shiny eyeball.
Pretty. So is there anything you would like to promote that's coming up or already out?
Today we just did a Kendra's card challenge, super sponsor inspiration giveaway hop on YouTube for Not Too Shabby. And I think that is it. I have a bunch of Kendra's card challenge hops coming up on YouTube.
And you've got a regular live stream, right, on your channel?
Yes. On Sunday nights at 8:00, I have Sunday Shenanigans, which is after Jay and after Shanna. So there's 3 of us right in a row. And then Monday afternoons at noon Central, I do a lunchtime live.
Awesome. Very cool. So folks, do find Jana on all of the socials. She is J. Marie Designed, past tense. So just like you see it on screen here, and she is on YouTube as well. So do pop on over to her channel and check her out. Also, watch some of her live streams, watch some of her videos, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button for her. So, thank you. Your card is beautiful. You did a great job pivoting and
Thanks for having me.
Switching gears. Wonderful job. And of course, we have the wonderful Wendy. Thanks for joining, Wendy. I hope you enjoyed your first time on Crafty Fun. Your card is beautiful, so give folks a nice close-up view of that. I've got your YouTube channel up on screen, but if you have, if you want to remind folks where all to find you, and if you have something coming up that you would like to share, please do.
Sure. So I'm just going to tell you about the card really quick. I used a Hero Arts cloud stencil to meet that requirement. And then I heat embossed the sentiment and then just Copic coloring, as you saw that I did. And I used this stamp set from Picket Fence. It's a pretty new one. Kindred, what's it called? Kindred Kindle, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I love dogs, so it was perfect for me. Anyways, yes, I have a membership site called the Creative Vault, and I teach classes in there. I also have individual classes that you can purchase if you're not interested in a membership. And it's $14.95 a month, but there's a 21-day free trial. So if you just want to check it out and sign up for it, Lynn popped a link in the chat, and you can sign up for that for free for 21 days. And then after that, you would get charged to stay active. And we do a big giveaway every month, and we have a lot of fun. We have 2 craft alongs every month where we're on Zoom and we're literally just sitting and crafting together, kind of like today, except that you see each other's faces and everybody's just crafting and we're talking just like friends. Because that's one thing I think that I miss out with the crafty community sometimes, is having people to sit and chat with while I'm crafting. And then we do 2 YouTube lives every month in that group also. And those YouTube lives are me teaching something. So a class of some sort, technique, and it spans across 2 weeks, but everything's saved and recorded there so that you could go back and watch it anytime. And I think that's all the info. I mean, there's more, but that I won't bore you. So yeah, I have lots. I also have a mega fun fold classes. If you're into fun folds, I have 2 of those available also over at the Creative Vault. If you're interested, they have a PDF and videos and all of that.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that because I didn't
Yeah.
know about your creative vault until today. So, folks, I
Yeah.
have that link up on screen here. So, if you want to check out Wendy's classes and be a part of her membership program, do pop on over. You may as well try it for free for 21 days. So,
Yeah.
it sounds like you get to hang out with Wendy also and craft with her. So, lots of fun. And then if you are interested in seeing Wendy's videos, here's her YouTube channel again. Big thank you to you for joining, and for viewers who were tuned into your channel, thanks for watching. And if you had popped over to my channel to vote and participate in the fun, thank you for doing that. And everybody did fabulous. Lots of love for all of you in the live chat. So everybody has, we'll bring up here. Don says, agreed, Christy. Love all the cards. Everyone were such great sports. Indeed. So thank you all for being such good sports and playing along. And I hope you enjoyed your time here on Crafty Fun. And big thank you to everybody in the live chat who really, you're the ones who make this episode in particular really fun because of all of the fun interactions. So thank you for being good sports. And if you do end up coloring with either of these palettes, I hope you'll take some inspiration from today's episode and share what you make. And I think in particular, I'm going to try to craft this palette after the show because it's pretty different for me. So I definitely want to give that one a try. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. I just want to thank you, Lynn, for having us on.
Oh, yeah, of course. And we'll be back here again next week for another episode of Crafty Fun with Friends. Bye, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Bye.
Bye, guys.